Woo! Woo!
Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of Convos with Your Mom's Favorites with hosts Mo and Greg. I am Mo.
I'm Greg.
And we are back. We are back.
For another episode.
Back.
Let's do it.
With another episode for who?
For the people.
The people. Uncle Greg, how are you?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I am good. I am good.
Good to hear, man. Good to hear.
Good. I finally got to sleep in a little bit, not a whole lot.
Yeah, I hear you.
But,
I hear you. It's really funny. I got a chance to sleep in a little bit today too, but it's really interesting how you try and sleep in, and that's when it seems like everybody wants to call you.
Well, see, the thing is, right? That is true. Like the moment you're trying to sleep in, your phone just everyone wants to talk to you.
Everybody wants to talk.
Everyone needs to talk to you.
Yeah.
But God gave me a gift. I'm calling it a gift. Because you can call. Mm-hmm. I won't hear it. Mm-hmm. Like it was one time I woke up to like 5 missed calls.
Wow.
And I was like, what happened? Nothing, of course.
Yeah, no,
bad
nothing
happened.
major.
Thank God, nothing. It was nothing bad, but it was just, I was not awake, and I do not hear, because I don't sleep. I don't remember the last time my phone, the ringtone, like the ring was on. It stays on vibrate, like it stays.
Oh, okay.
Stays there.
Gotcha. See, mine is I'm the total opposite. Mine is always on.
No, it stays because if I'm trying to sleep, I'm trying to sleep.
I hear you. And
unless somebody died,
yeah,
it can wait till I get up.
It can wait till I get up. I hear you.
It can wait till I get up.
Yeah.
But yeah. So because last week at work it was very long for me. I did like all last week. I did like 10-hour shifts.
Wow.
Because I was covering for another show. But yeah. So that was, and then
you needed to catch up on some rest.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I needed to catch up, and then remember I did the breast cancer walk yesterday.
Yep.
So that was a lot.
Just a reminder, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, everybody. So if you know somebody who has struggled with this and who is struggling with this, support them.
Support them. It is.
They
important.
need your support.
They need it. Hashtag save the boobies.
Yeah.
It's my hashtag all month. Like I use that hashtag all month.
I might have to borrow that.
Yeah. Hashtag save the boobies.
Save the boobies.
But yeah. We did the breast cancer walk yesterday, which was fun. Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Good.
I provided the vibes and the entertainment because I had a speaker that I hooked onto my book bag and I played music the entire walk.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that was, that's kind of what I do. I like providing the vibes to like places. I'm very good at, selecting music for
a certain
environment. And then, so I'm very proud of that. So, kudos to me. But yeah, then we came home and then I took a quick nap and then I woke up because yesterday we had Binge-Con. Binge-Con 1. The first one where we got together, a group of us, the usual group who goes to Comic-Con, got together, and instead of going to Comic-Con, we came together and we binged movies all day.
Yep.
And how do you think it was?
I enjoyed it because I got to see some stuff. Everybody picked a movie, and so we got to see some good stuff.
Yes, we did.
We got to see some. It was even the stuff that I had seen before, stuff that I had not seen in a long time. So it was refreshing to watch it again.
Definitely.
Your dad picked Star Trek, The Wrath of Khan. I have not seen that classic movie, and I had not seen that in a long time. And so it was great to see it, to watch it again on a really big screen, really good sound, a really good picture. It was good. We had a good time.
I agree.
And then we followed it up with you watching. Your pick was Joe's Apartment.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Which was again. I have not seen Joe's Apartment in ages. So again, one reason why I don't watch it because my wife will not allow it to play in the house because she's afraid of roaches. So if she even hears it on, because she knows what it sounds like. If she even hears it on, she's like, "Why are you watching that? Will you turn that?"
Understandable.
So I don't get to really watch. I don't get to see it that often. And then so it was good to see. It was just fun, and it was just fun to watch that and laugh at that. And then but for me, the standout about it all was the picture that Will picked.
Absolutely.
Shout out
to Brother Bill.
Brother Bill, man. That was I didn't know what it was going to be about, but my God, that was the most incredible.
Yes, that movie was very incredible.
What was it? The name of Wolf Walkers. Wolf Walkers
on Apple TV.
On Apple TV Plus. If you have not seen it, you might have blown by it and just thought it was just a normal kids movie, and you might not enjoy it. Please do yourself a favor and go back and watch this show. It was incredible.
It was definitely the surprise underdog.
The
surprise underdog movie because I was not expecting that at all.
Was not
expecting that at all. But it was, again, like you said, it was really good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Yes.
From beginning to end. It was just
just the animation was good. The story was incredible.
Yes.
The story was, oh my God, the story was so good. And you can watch it with your kids. So again, so for those who might be wondering if it's family friendly, it is definitely family friendly. But again, it is such a good story. And the music was good.
The music was really good.
The music was good. This was a perfect, and I don't know how it went beneath the radar, and I had never heard of it until yesterday.
Again, I had heard of it, but I didn't put much stock in I didn't think it would be a good movie, if we're being honest. I didn't think it would be a good movie. And it was most times when I go on Apple TV Plus, I know what I'm looking for.
Okay. So you're going there specifically to
watch something.
This.
Yes.
And so you're not really looking for anything else.
I never go, maybe I should more.
Yeah.
But I never really go to Apple TV. Let's see what is on here that I might be missing. And clearly I need to go back because I am missing a lot.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I had meant to even ask Will, how did he find that? Did he ever say how he found it?
No, he didn't.
Yeah. I meant to ask him, how did he find it? Again, it's just really good. Wolf Walkers. If you have Apple TV Plus, please do yourself a favor and watch it. And I guarantee you'll walk away. It was just a good feeling. It was just a good movie.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, definitely. And then we ended it.
Yeah,
we ended it off with your pick, which was The Last Dragon.
Yes, The Last Dragon. I have not, again, another movie I have not watched, but what made me pick The Last Dragon, because I had not picked anything yet, but what made me pick The Last Dragon was your choice.
Okay.
And when I saw that you picked Joe's Apartment, I was like, oh, we going there. I said, okay, then let me think of something that we had that would, really, really retro. I said, and I looked on my feeds and stuff, and I looked up and I said, there it is, The Last Dragon. And we watched that, and that was fun. It was fun. Most of you may have already seen it, but if you have not, I guarantee you will enjoy it. I don't know if it was 70s or 80s. It might have been 80s. Might have been out 80s.
Might have been the 80s.
In the 80s when it was made. But it was made by Motown. It was when Motown was actually making movies. Again, and if you watch it, again, pretty much an unknown cast. But if you watch it, you're going to see people in it that are big names now, or semi-big names. Yeah, but you'll see people in there, and you're like, oh, wow, so-and-so was in this, so-and-so was in that. But again, it was good. It was definitely good. It was just kind of like a throwback to kung fu movies and how it affected the culture of that time. And how it affected, how everybody was into kung fu movies, and they were even to the point where they were living a kung fu or Asian or Orient or Asian lifestyle, trying to really, really get into the characters. cosplay was every day for them. So it was just fun to watch.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. We're gonna go back to the movie real quick. We're gonna make a phone call.
Okay.
We're gonna make a phone call.
How can I help you?
Yo, what's going on, bro?
Same old, what's up?
Nothing much. You are on the air. On the pod.
I'm on the air.
You're on the air.
Wow.
Yeah.
We are recording.
What is happening?
Nothing. We were just
had a quick question for
Just had
you.
a quick question because we were discussing Binge-Con. And we wanted to know what made you pick Wolfwalkers because it was the surprise pick
your movie
of the night.
Yeah, your movie gets.
So what I was doing, I was trying to keep it in the genre of what they would show at Comic-Con, right?
Oh, okay.
So I was thinking back to that. What was it? We went to one of those panels last year. Those anime panels.
Oh, the Funimation panel.
Yeah, the Funimation panel.
So, and I was like, I was looking up trailers that kind of were similar. So when I ran into that one, I was like, this one is, this looks very interesting. And then it just went with the theme of like something I feel like would be like a cult following. And I thought merchandise and all this stuff, like a lot went in through my head when I saw the trailer. So I was like, you know what? This would be something to show at Comic-Con. And since I'd never seen it before, I didn't want to go into it without, like, you know, all right, I'm just going to sit back and not really pay attention. So it made me, it kind of grasp my attention because I've never seen it. So it felt like it fit.
It did. It did. Like I said, we were talking about it on the cast and said that that was the standout. That movie was definitely. I mean, everything was good. We enjoyed everything, but that was the standout. And
it was definitely enjoyable. Like I'm actually make the fam watch it here.
Yeah. I was getting ready to say, we're pushing it now. We're pushing it, saying that, you know, do yourself a favor and go watch this.
Yeah, it's pretty decent, and it's not overly dramatic, but it's just enough action for you to not feel like it's a chick flick.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
But that's what went behind the pick, guys. That's really it.
Okay.
Right. Well, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
For that
Thank
pick.
you.
Keep the energy going. You started yourself off really high.
Yeah.
So I hope you got to keep it up going forward.
The next time, the next time we get together, the expectations
are high.
Going to be real high.
You.
All right, that means I got to start searching now.
Yeah.
All right, fellas.
All right, bro.
All right.
Take care, man.
Take care.
But yeah, you know, that was a really good movie.
Yeah.
Go watch it if you haven't.
Exactly.
But back to The Last Dragon.
Yeah.
Which again, I told you, I felt like it was a music video, a compilation album with visuals.
It was like an extended music video.
Yes, it's what Beyonce's been doing with her last couple albums.
Yeah.
She gives you like the album, but then there's like a really long video attached to the entire thing. That is exactly how I felt watching that movie, and I think it's because, like I said again, if I had not seen a really good kung fu movie, I might have enjoyed this more.
Yeah.
I might have enjoyed this more.
Yeah, and I even let to share again. It did not do well at the box office, and up until that point, Motown had a pretty decent run with movies. But when they got to this one, did not do well at the box office, and it was, you know, critics kind of bashed it. But it did do well when it was released to video. So and it has become, and it has gotten kind of a quote unquote a cult following. Right. You know, it's one of those films we talked about. We talked about hood films.
Yes. No, don't get me wrong.
Everybody.
I understand it. I'm not saying that the movie was bad.
No, I get you. I hear you.
Bad. It was not bad by any means.
No.
Because again, black people don't make bad movies.
No.
We don't make bad movies.
We don't make bad movies.
So, it wasn't bad. I've seen better.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So it was, had I watched that first, you know what it was like for me? For me, it was like I watched Ocean's 8 first, which was the all-female cast, right?
Okay. Uh-huh.
And then went back and watched Ocean's 11, 12, and 13.
Okay.
When I watched Ocean's 8, Ocean's 8 was really good for me. But had I watched Ocean's 11, 12, and 13 first,
you wouldn't have liked
Ocean's 8 would have been horrible.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not good in comparison to the original Ocean's movies, but because I watched it first, I liked it.
Okay.
Because it was the door opener for me into
that realm.
Yeah, that trilogy of like films. So again, had I watched The Last Dragon, like younger me, I probably would have, like, it would probably be like, it would probably hold up and be higher.
Most of the people, even myself, when I believe it or not, I went and saw it in the movies, in the theaters,
right,
in the actual theaters. So me and my friends, we all went to see it in the theaters, and we all came out of the theater like, what the heck was that we just watched? This was, to us, it was, at that particular point in our lives, it was garbage.
Yes, but
because
then
you had already seen, like you said, other kung fu movies that were incredible. It was like, what was this? Okay.
Exactly. But I can see even myself, like further along, like, just as time goes on, just randomly, who's the master?
Yeah. For me, the line was somebody says we was always going around quoting the line, saying, "Who's the prettiest? Show enough."
Right. I can see like that. That's gonna stick. It's gonna stick.
Stuff like that stayed with you.
It's gonna stick. Yeah. It's like it's gonna bury itself in your brain, and when you least expect it, you're just gonna, who's the prettiest?
Show enough.
And then you're gonna be disappointed when, like, if you say it, someone doesn't answer you the right way.
Yeah, and because they didn't see the movie, they didn't.
Right, they're not gonna get it. Like, you're gonna be, bro. Why don't you get it? Just get it. Watch the movie, and then we're gonna try this again.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, like I said, Binge-Con.
Binge-Con was fun.
It was fun. It was fun. Don't get me wrong. I still do. I would still like. We are going to Comic-Con again.
No, we just did this. This was just something different. And matter of fact, I was just getting ready to say maybe we will not just do it. We did it for Comic-Con in honor of Comic-Con this year, but maybe going forward, we're just gonna occasionally. It's we're doing a Binge-Con weekend,
and then we got to do it better because he couldn't, because he had, like, homework and stuff. Unfortunately,
when our
Juju didn't
couldn't come.
He couldn't come. So that's one. And Greg wasn't here.
Yeah. And see, Greg was working, when I got home, he was home. If I had known he was home, I would have told him to come over.
Right.
I would have told him to come over.
Because, that is the Comic-Con. That is our Comic-Con crew.
Yeah. So,
we need them. And then maybe, like I was telling my dad, it was kind of funny. I was like, yo, maybe next time just not do it on a Sunday where, we all have to be up as early as we have to be up.
I was just getting ready to say the same thing. Maybe we don't again. Yeah, maybe we don't do it on a Sunday again because because we know we're all stretched already on a Sunday.
So we have to find a different day. But I definitely like it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was fun.
Definitely, especially because it's fun to just you do it Comic-Con related. Everyone picks their own movie, and it's again, I wouldn't have picked Wolfwalker.
Yeah, nah, definitely not, because I had no idea what we were getting ready to
walk. I had no idea what we were walking into. I wouldn't have picked The Last Dragon. 100% honest, so. You get to, it's an experience like Comic-Con where you just don't get to see, where you get to see something that you wouldn't normally give the time of day.
And the other reason I picked The Last Dragon was because, again, it was a movie that I won't say initially enjoyed when I saw it in the theaters, but again, as it went into cult status, I had learned to enjoy. So now I watch it and I kind of like sit and I watch it and I laugh at certain scenes but I enjoy the movie.
Yes.
But I figured that either that you and Will may not have seen it. had not seen it.
Right.
So I figured it would be, just something interesting for y'all to see.
Yeah, no, it definitely was.
Yeah.
Definitely, by far.
Yeah.
Definitely. But yeah, so we're gonna move on, right? We're gonna move on. Because I know I sent it to you last night, but I never actually asked if you watched Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I didn't see Fridays yet, but I've been following it.
Okay.
Definitely. I'm to date. I just hadn't seen Fridays.
Okay. So I'll be discreet.
No. Go ahead, because it doesn't. I'm gonna watch it anyway. So.
But no. I think the show is incredible.
Oh yeah, I'm loving the show.
It's amazing.
I am loving it, man.
It's just Lord of the Rings is just one of those series.
Yeah.
That it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, I don't care how many times you watch it.
No, and give me. You said we're going back to Middle Earth.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah, I'm there.
Sign me up.
I'm there.
Sign me up. I'm here. For all everything Middle Earth. I even enjoyed. There was a video game came out. It's called Shadow of Mordor. Mm-hmm. It's about Celebrimbor. And if you don't know who Celebrimbor is, that is the guy who forged all of the rings.
Oh, wow. Okay. Gotcha.
So it's about him and another guy, and Celebrimbor is dead, of course. The other guy, he was a ranger for Sauron's army. Mm-hmm. He gets betrayed and killed. Him and Celebrimbor come back to life, but in the same body. Mm-hmm. And their goal is now to take Sauron down.
Okay.
That's the purpose of the game.
Okay.
Amazing game.
Really?
Beautiful game. Just the storyline, everything you go through. One of the best and worst mechanics, honestly, is you have low-level men, you have generals, and then, it's ranked, in the army. And they have this system where, if you're fighting, and let's say you're fighting somebody and you're not strong enough yet.
Okay.
Low-level soldier kills you, he gets a promotion and he remembers you.
Wow.
He gets a promotion and now is even stronger and more difficult to beat the next time you fight him.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, the game is great. But back to just even that trip to Middle Earth is it's not something you would it's a chance to go back to Middle Earth and just explore something else in this very beautiful and clearly lengthy story.
Yeah. Exactly.
When they have different options and different, different methods that you could take.
Yeah.
To just show different aspects. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. Different aspects of Middle Earth.
Okay.
And Rings of Power is just another one. It's kind of dope to see, everyone as their younger selves.
Yeah. And they explore and explain and give you a little bit more insight in the whole Sauron thing.
Yes.
Where he came from, how he came to be, and and all of that stuff. That you don't, because when you're kind of like The Hobbit, and if you haven't read the books, I'm sure that maybe they go into more detail in the books, but I have not read the books. So with just the movies, he's just kind of there.
Yeah.
He's the villain that everybody is fighting, and they give a little bit of backstory, but not as detailed as what you're getting here.
Here, right?
That was pretty cool. One of the coolest scenes for me, and they did it without even saying who it was when he fell from the sky, and he fell into the earth, and those two I forgot what race they are.
Hobbits?
No, they're not Hobbits.
Harfoots.
He had Harfoots. The two Harfoot girls that found him, they found him curled up in a crater.
Yes.
But if you looked at the crater, it was the shape of an eye.
I missed that completely.
See? It's in the shape of an eye, and he's at the center of it. And when they showed that, I was like, "Oh heck, this is crazy."
See, I missed that whole thing because I was honestly getting ready to ask if you thought that was Sauron, but you saying that it just
now again maybe if it they do something else with that, I will be very surprised. But again, if you go back and look at that particular scene, you will see that when he hit the earth, the guy hit the earth. They do a downward pan with the camera, and you're looking into the hole, or you're looking at, they pull back enough that you can see the whole thing, and you see that it's in the shape of an eye, and it's red, and he's at the center of the
wow.
And I was like, oh heck,
wow, that is bad. Wow, see,
yeah,
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Who thought of that?
Yeah, that was a good scene.
Brilliant imagery.
Brilliant
imagery.
Yeah.
And like the show, like you said, just exploring the different characters, like seeing Elrond when he was a young man.
Yeah.
Seeing the Lady Galadriel.
Yeah.
And it's
she was a thug,
right? Now, don't get me wrong. She's always been.
Yeah, she's always been kind of thuggish. But back when she was younger, she done
gotten tame in her old age. Like,
no, what you see in the Rings of Power gives really no indication. You know what you see. I'm sorry, in the Lord of the Rings and those movies gives you no indication of who she was, because she was
none whatsoever.
She was a thug, man.
She was like, "I'll cut your throat and ask questions later."
I don't need no magic. My magic is in the blade.
You know who she's like? She's like Batman. She'll like crack your like she'll break your ribs and then be like, "Now tell me where the Joker is."
Yeah.
She's like, "Yo, I will cut your whole body. Now tell me where Sauron is."
Yeah.
Because I gotta get him.
Yes. They were taking one of the funny things to me was like they were taking her home. They said, "You're going home. You're going home. You're going home," and they get her halfway, almost there, and she's like, "Nah, I'm not going home." She said, "I gotta get Sauron," and she jumps back into the water. Now, at this point, they're pretty good. They're right. Closer to home than they are anywhere else. So she had to get out and swim.
She had to swim. Now that right there is some resolve and determination.
I'm like, wow,
And it was a happy moment for me, because when they told her, like, "Yo, you're going home," I'm like, "But ain't she a grown woman capable of making her own decisions? Why are y'all kicking her out?" Like,
nah, you're going home. You too. Yeah, because again, they were trying to end everything.
Yeah,
they was like, and she was like, "Nah, he's still out there."
They was like,
"Nah, he's still out there."
And it's because of people like her that, the bad guys didn't, just win already.
Yeah.
Even though, I never just understand how they don't win already. But we discussed that in the last episode, so we're not going to go back to that well. But it's the story itself was like, oh, you said you didn't watch the last episode, which is fine.
How was it? Was it good?
It was good. It was good.
Okay.
Actually, the last episode is not even the one I was thinking of. I was thinking of the one before that, when the volcano erupted.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
From the moment I saw the mountain, I said, "Oh, that's Mordor." From the moment I saw it, it hadn't erupted. They just showed the picture of the mountain.
Yeah.
I said, that's Mordor right there.
Yep.
That is Mount Doom.
Yep, right there.
Right there. But then when it happened, where the plan came together, and then the volcano erupted, and then it was just like, boom, we're here now. And then the title shifted. Like the at the end credits, the name of the town shifted to Mordor. I was like,
I didn't notice that. I didn't notice that part.
Yeah. At the very end, in the top, I forget what the name of the town was. But they put the name up on the screen, and then it burns out.
Wow.
And Mordor shows up in fire.
Is that crazy? That
was incredible.
That's crazy.
But the next topic I wanted to get to, perfect segue, because in watching Lord of the Rings and Rings of Power, it brings up a constant problem I'm having with prequels, and not just prequels, but like if you wait, because also I'm watching 24, because I didn't watch it when it was on TV. So I'm watching it with my mom from the beginning.
Okay.
But with Lord of the Rings,
You're gonna love that. You're gonna love it.
no, I do. Don't get me wrong. I love it,
Uh-huh.
but I have an issue.
Uh-huh.
And I noticed it in watching it with Lord of the Rings, and I was talking to my dad, and he has the benefit of not remembering like names from Lord of the Rings.
Yes. Yeah.
So he doesn't,
Yeah.
But I'm like, when I heard Elrond, I was like, oh, okay. I see it. I
Yeah.
see it.
Uh-huh.
I was like, Galadriel.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I see it. I
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
When they said Isildur, I said, okay, I see it. I see it. So then when moments would happen where they would be in peril, I'm like, the drama and the suspense is removed because you're in the Lord of the Rings. So clearly, whatever this is, you're gonna survive it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's cause, and I understand what you're saying, because it's kind of hard to get wound up or get tense about it when you already know who that is and you already know that they're going to survive.
Right.
So you're kind of like you're not as tense about it. Whereas if you had no clue as to who this was or what was getting ready to, or if so, you're sitting there looking at them. Oh God, are they going to survive this? Are they going to make it? Are you going to make it? You're like, oh yeah, well,
Because like it's in there, you're like,
I mean, you appreciate this. You appreciate the scene,
right?
You appreciate everything that's going on, but it takes away.
It takes a small part away.
Whatchamacallit, years ago, he was talking about something, and Jeff, he was talking about something, and he pointed that out. This was years ago. And I forgot what was on television at the time, but he said, you're watching a show that's a prequel. He said, and you're seeing characters that you're gonna run into again in another series that you also watch. So you already, when something happens to them in the prequel, you don't really get that upset because you already know. That they're going to be okay, that they're going to survive it.
That's why I was again.
So when you had mentioned that in your notes, I was like, okay, I know where he's going with this.
Yeah, because I'm like, and watching again Lord of the Rings, because something happens to Isildur, and it's kind of just like in limbo. But it's not in limbo.
It's not in limbo. You know he's going to survive
because you know he's going to survive it.
Yeah,
because that's the man who kills Sauron the first time. That's him.
Yeah.
He's the one he cut, like, I've seen Lord of the Rings. He cuts his hand off. It kills the ring. Sauron blows up. I've seen it. Like, we've all seen
Everybody's seen it.
Everybody's seen it. So there's no tension.
Yeah.
Except for if you've never seen the Lord of the Rings.
The Lord of the Rings, yes, exactly. And to me, it's like, that was that was the lead into this, is the fact that you saw Lord of the Rings, so you want more. So now you're looking at...
Right.
So if you have not watched The Lord of the Rings, then chances are you're not watching Rings of Power anyway.
Well, no, believe it or not, a lot of people who haven't watched Lord of the Rings
really
are watching Rings of Power because they've never seen Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
So they're going to watch Rings of Power first.
Got it. Okay.
Then go and watch Lord of the Rings.
See, this should have been out. Yeah, they should have done this a long time ago. Yeah.
But... don't get me wrong. It's still great. It's a great show. Still love it.
Love it. I'm loving it.
It's fantastic from beginning to end. It's just, certain characters, I don't have to, and even just all the characters, because it's like, we'll take it off that, and then we'll bring it to, let's say, Star Wars. And Attack of the Clones, it looks like Anakin and Obi-Wan are going to die.
Yeah.
You know that's not the case because Anakin becomes Darth Vader and Obi-Wan becomes Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
But so then it's like, okay, so then you start to focus on characters like Mace Windu. And you're like, what's going to happen to him? But then it's still the same thing because Mace Windu isn't anywhere to be seen in 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
So you know that at some point he's going to die.
He's going to die. Yeah. Yeah.
At some point he's going to die.
Yeah.
Because it's like, and then like I said, I'm watching 24. And I'm on season 2. And in one of the episodes, Jack's heart stops. And like he actually dies. And I'm like, but there's like 6 seasons of 24. So clearly, this doesn't kill him.
Yeah. Yeah.
This doesn't kill him. So it's like, okay, that's not stressful. That's not a stressful moment for me, because I know that because that there are more seasons of 24, that he's okay.
He's surviving.
He's surviving this.
Yeah.
He's not dead.
Yeah.
He's going to come back to life in the next episode, and he's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Now, for me, the show is still great because there are other characters on there that I like. So I don't know what happens to them.
Yeah.
But any situation that Jack himself is in, bro, he's fine.
He's good.
He is okay.
Yeah.
He is okay. Like, me and my mom were actually talking about that because he died. Like, he died. He didn't get shot. Like, because you know how sometimes people get stabbed and then they still keep moving around like they didn't just get stabbed?
Yeah.
Or like they get shot and then they still move around like he didn't get shot?
He wasn't moving.
He died.
Okay.
Died. No pulse. His heart wasn't beating. They had to resuscitate him.
Yeah. See, I didn't come into 24 until about the 3rd or 4th season. So like the first 3 seasons, I have no idea. You know, I have no idea about them. But I came in like on the 4th season. So,
but then like he died, and then he got like when they brought him back to life. They brought him back to life, but he was still like unconscious, right? So then the dude leaves the room, comes back like 10 minutes later, and then Jack somehow has the strength to play dead, wrestle the gun from him,
and kill him. That's Jack Bauer.
And then kill everyone else to get out. I said, excuse me. This would be unbelievable.
Unbelievable stuff.
If you were like wounded.
You ain't seen nothing yet, man.
I'm like, this would be unbelievable if you were wounded. You, sir, you died. And last I checked, you are not Jesus, but maybe. Because how are you still able to do all of these things after dying?
After dying and coming back there and being resuscitated.
I'm like, are you kidding me? But again, I knew that something was going to happen to bring him back because
got all these other seasons
coming up, and he's in them.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, he's going to get out of this. Because then they even tried to, and the season as well, there's a nuke. He's trying to stop a nuke. And the nuke can't be disarmed. So they decide that the nuke has to be piloted into the desert so that it can just go off and that there'll be no fallout.
Okay.
So Jack gets in the plane. He's going to drive the nuke. He's going to fly the nuke.
Of course he is.
To the spot. And I'm sitting there and everybody's all tense and like, everybody's like, oh my gosh, Jack, he's dying. Oh my goodness, he's going to die. And I'm like, no, he's not.
This is just season 2.
I don't know how he's going to get out of that plane, but he's going to get out of that plane.
Yeah.
And sure enough, one of his fellow agents who is dying from radiation poisoning snuck onto the plane, kicks Jack off the plane, and he pilots the plane to blow it up because he was dying already. I said, see, there you go. No suspense. Suspense ruined like that. Just like that.
Yeah.
It's gone.
So it's definitely kind of hard when you go back and you're watching a series that's already done and you know it's already lasted for like I said, it's about 7 seasons.
Yeah, I think it's about
7 seasons.
Get through like 7 days.
It's kind of like hard to be tense about stuff. The dramatic tension is hard to really get involved in that, or to really be affected by that when you already know.
Right.
You know that
only show that could happen to, only show where that you could watch from the beginning, even though it's already completed. It's Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Because you have no idea.
Yeah, exactly. That they broke the rules.
They broke the rules.
Game of Thrones broke a lot of rules.
Again, spoiler alert to the 7 people who haven't watched Game of Thrones. Yeah. If you start off at the beginning, listen, all 7 of you. If you start off in the beginning, you think that Ned Stark, he's gonna make it all the way.
Yep.
Till he doesn't. Mm-hmm. And then you're wrecked.
Yeah.
Because you were rooting for him too.
Yeah, because you were.
And you did not believe that axe was going to fall on his neck.
You had already invested into the character. And you were like, like you said, you were rooting for him. You were like, okay, this is the man. This is the man. And next thing you know, they're putting his head on the block. And you're like, but no. That he's
not even that. You just think at the last minute.
Yeah, exactly. At the last minute, something's gonna happen.
Something's gonna happen.
Because there's no way they could kill off a character like this this early
in the show.
No way. Chop.
And then boom.
Roll.
And then you go, oh my God.
You're like, what?
They actually did it.
They broke a lot of rules. I mean, what move again? That was, they say, that's Game of Thrones broke all the rules, because it's like, what other show could you have been watching where you get to where in one scene, in one episode, they kill off almost all of the cast, and I'm talking about main people who you have been watching now for a minute, and then you're sitting there watching the body count, watching the bodies drop, and you're like, no.
Yes. You sit down like, yo, bro. No.
Yes. Yeah, Game of Thrones is the one exception, because they broke
all the rules.
They broke all the rules when it came.
And honestly, because of Game of Thrones, I look at weddings differently now.
You look at what?
I look at weddings differently now. Because it's been noted that if we're going to House of the Dragon, Daemon and Rhaenyra's wedding is the one and only wedding.
Yeah, where nobody died.
Where nobody
died.
And I'm like, fam, I kind of like that spice of the wedding. Like, you know, I want some drama like that. It's kind of just.
You know what's really interesting? When they were showing that scene of Daemon and I always get her name mixed up, get her name wrong. Rhaenyra. When they showed them getting married, and I realized that what I was watching was a wedding, I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, what's getting ready to happen? Something's getting ready to go down. Right. Somebody getting ready to die.
You get ready, because it was like, yo, it's not a wedding in Westeros.
Yeah, unless somebody dies
at a wedding.
Yeah. Well, all this stuff happened at the
Technically, actually, no, it's not. Because we never saw it when Viserys married Alicent. We never saw that wedding.
Okay. You're right.
We never saw that wedding.
Yeah, it was just like they had fast forwarded.
Yeah, they skipped right over that.
Yeah.
And then the next episode they were married.
With children. Yeah.
With children. So we don't know.
Yeah, what happened at their particular, well, maybe it was low key.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe somebody got like food poisoning.
Yeah,
and didn't make
exactly.
It. Speaking of which, did you watch last night?
Watch what?
House of Dragon?
No, I didn't. You know what? I didn't watch it because I've been watching it with my wife, and when I got home, she was asleep.
Okay.
So I said, you know what? We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch that tonight, and Rings of Power.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
How was it? Did you watch it last night?
You sure did.
Huh?
Oh man.
Y'all watched it last night?
Oh man, yes we did. We did.
And I started to ask you guys, were you gonna watch it? And then I was like, no, because if they say yes, then I'm in. If they say yes, then I'm in. I said, nope. I said, so I'm going home and I'll watch it tomorrow night.
No, we definitely did, because we, like, as soon as you guys left, we put the food away and, like, cleaned up, went right back in the living room. And
how was it?
Oh, man.
Oh, man. How many episodes they got left before the season's over?
Next week is the season finale.
Okay.
For both shows.
Yes, I knew it was the season finale for Rings of Power, but I had a feeling that the House of the Dragon was also coming up.
Yeah.
Okay. just by the way things have been happening. And then I had been counting down. I know it's usually at least, 8 to 10 episodes?
It's 10.
It's 10 episodes, yeah.
The what's the name was just a special season. The last 2 seasons of Game of Thrones. Those were just like special seasons. But yeah, it's 10 episodes. Next week is the season finale.
Dude, it's really? Oh yeah, I'll be watching tonight. Man.
But I just want, not to give you any spoilers, but I just want Viserys to get like some penicillin. That's all he need. The king.
That's all he. I thought he had cancer.
Nah, it just because you remember the chair, the Iron Throne.
Yes,
has been like poking him, and like that's what's going on.
Oh, see, I'm glad you said that because I
the chair has been like
it's killing him.
It's killing him.
Wow. Literally
killing him.
Literally killing him.
And I'm like, bro, he just needs some penicillin.
Yeah.
And for somebody to file down the chair.
Oh heck. Because if that's the case, then it would do that to anybody.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't a big man. He's not,
not at all.
Oh my gosh.
But and you can tell that it happened because ain't nothing happened to Robert Baratheon.
Wow. Okay. See, that's why we do this.
Yeah. the chair itself is killing him.
And that's interesting. See, and that's why these shows can be, if they're well written and they're well put together, because not only is it killing him, is it killing him? And not only was it killing him metaphorically, because I'm thinking when you say it's killing him, but it's killing him it's
literally and metaphorically killing him. Yes.
Wow, that is so cool.
Yes.
That's
yes.
That's I have to point that out. I have to point that out. That is the
yeah, because like he keeps getting like cuts from sitting in the chair, and they keep getting infected.
Wow,
because they don't have the medicine yet,
and they have not figured. And the funny part about it is that they have not figured that out. That is
no, believe it or not, he said it.
He said it.
He said because he was sitting there, and in one of the episodes, I think he cuts his hand. And when they're healing his hand, he's like that blasted chair.
I saw that and heard him say that, but it was like it went right over my head.
Yep, the chair is killing him.
Oh my God. He just brought a whole new flavor to the thing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Iron Throne holds serious weight.
Yeah. It's killing him metaphorically and physically.
Yes, but this last night's episode was 10 out of 10.
Wow.
10 out of 10.
Okay.
10 out of 10. It was really good.
Okay.
Yeah. Just gotta love family problems.
Huh?
Just gotta love family problems.
Oh yeah, they put the D in dysfunction.
Yeah. There's a family dinner. I was in the preview. Family dinner. You think your family dinners be bad?
This one was crazy.
This one was crazy, man.
Oh man.
I loved it.
Oh man.
I loved it.
Because it's really interesting how when you're watching it, it's usually whenever all of them get together, that stuff really starts to jump off. Yes. Whenever the family was like when all the family would get together, that's usually when stuff would really, really start to jump off. Whether it would be just out there jumping off, like right there in your face, or just subtly. You would see like a lot of little subtle stuff going on.
Yes.
Like when at the funeral, whose funeral? At not the last episode before that. Damon's wife's funeral. And they had that scene where they were all gathered, I guess, for the repast afterwards, and they were all standing on, and all the stuff that was jumping off on up there on that when they were outside. I'm sitting there like, you didn't know which way to look. It's like
you did. You just like, oh my goodness. Even with the kids.
Yes.
Even with the kids. I said, y'all better jump him. And when they started jumping him, I was like, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Jump him. He is bigger than you, yes, but there are more of you.
Y'all. Yeah, exactly. Y'all can take him.
Take him out.
Oh goodness. And then how I was then in the scene between, I always want to call her Rhaenyra.
Rhaenyra?
Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
between her and the queen. And when this is still dealing with the kids. Now they're dealing with the repercussions of what happened with the kids. And she's telling her husband, you should do something about this. You should do something about this. And he's not really responding the way. And she's like, well, if the king ain't gonna do something, I guess the queen's gonna have to do it. And she pulls out his knife and rushes on. I'm like, girl, you getting ready to get killed. First of all, you're attacking the next in line for the throne. You're attacking his daughter, who's the next in line for the throne. So you are already out of pocket. Even though you are the queen, you are already out of pocket. So she goes to attack, and Rhaenyra grabs her hand. And I'm thinking to myself, and I'm looking at her, I'm like, she is setting you up. Why can't you see that? Because if she wanted to, she could take that knife from you and gut you like a fish. Because she's not no little cute. She's a princess and all that, but she's a warrior princess.
She's a warrior princess.
She would take that, and she was just holding the knife and she whispered to her, she's like, and it almost is saying like, got you.
And I'm like, fam, it was great for me because I don't know, I never really, Alicent was cool.
Yeah.
Till she married. I felt bad for her till she married the king.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, but you didn't even tell your homegirl. Like,
yeah.
You didn't even tell. So, I'm team. I am going to always be. She hasn't done anything yet to make me change my mind. It is Queen Rhaenyra, I do what the F I want, Targaryen. Period.
Yeah.
Right?
Still.
That's my team forever.
Still.
And even after last night's episode, it is team, like I said, Rhaenyra. And I'm also team Daemon F around and find out Targaryen.
Yeah.
Because every week this man shows me why I enjoyed him since episode 1.
Yeah.
Every week. Even just from him showing up to places where he shouldn't.
Should not be. He's like, oh man, he is the king. He is the king of disrespect. He is like
the king of it.
I have no respect for none of this. None of y'all. I only want what I want. And even after I get it, you better believe that it's not going to be that way with me.
Right.
When I finally get it, because he is like, and so when he marries Rhaenyra, I'm thinking, like, why would you marry him? Because now, even though y'all are married now and you both have the same idea, you know what? He wants the throne just as bad as you do. That's not really good. I said, because now you're going to have to always sleep with one eye open and, because he may be trying to take you out so that he's the one who sits on the throne. I told somebody we're talking to, and I said to a friend of mine who was a politician. And so now he won the office he was running for, and he was starting to pick his cabinet. The people that was going to be working with him, and and so he was talking to me about it, and I looked at him and said, you know what? Make sure that you surround yourself with people who don't want your job. I said, because if they want your job, you're going to always have to you're going to always have to be looking over your shoulder and keeping tabs on them to make sure they're not doing stuff to undermine you. I said, get people who just want to serve and want to do the best job that they and just want to support you. So those are the people you need to surround yourself with, because if you get people who think that they were better qualified than you, you're always going to have problems. Always. So it's like, yeah, you pick somebody with the same. So she picked somebody kind of like with the same mindset. But yeah, that also could be to your detriment, because here it is. You both got the same mindset. It's about one of you sitting on a throne. Both of you cannot sit on the throne. It's only going to be one of you. It's either going to be you as the queen or him as the king. It will not be a joint rule. One of you is not going to make it.
That's true, but it's kind of like one of those, the enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
I get that too.
as long as it's one of us,
Yeah.
it's like,
I don't think he don't seem to be the type who would settle. It's gonna be me.
you're right, but it's still, if you don't have me, you won't even get it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Because in order for him to get it or even ascend to it, no, because he wouldn't even ascend to it then.
No.
Because her children, the child that she's probably already carrying, they haven't announced it yet, but yeah. Yeah, that would be the one who would ascend if they make it. Yeah, I can't wait. I got to watch it. I can't.
Yeah, man. And we're going to have to change subjects.
Yeah. I know, because you're going to mess around.
Yeah, I'm going to mess around and say something. I'm going to mess around and say something. Yeah, I'm going to mess around and say something.
Yeah.
But Black Panther is coming.
Yes.
Black Panther is coming.
I'm glad the chatter about it has stopped. I won't say stopped, but it's lessened to some degree.
It's switched,
Okay.
I would say.
What's it switched to?
Now, especially with the newest trailer that's released, it's switched to, it's back to excitement.
Okay. There you go.
For the movie.
For the movie, yes.
And the question is
who will be.
Who it is.
Who it is, yeah. And everybody, of course, is naturally saying it's Shuri. Yeah, okay. And it could be.
Now, I saw a spicy pick.
What's a spicy pick?
Because I saw, I always get her name wrong. Michaela, I'm going to get this lady name wrong. Hold on. Michelle Cola?
Plays what? Who's she playing?
I don't know. She's somebody in the movie.
Oh, she's somebody new.
Yes.
Okay.
Michaela Coel. I'm almost positive I butchered that lady's name, and to that I do apologize. But she's in the movie. And she plays like in she looked like she's in some form of military.
Oh wow. She's not in the Dora?
Huh?
She's not in the Dora Milaje?
No.
Okay. All right. But she is in some
She's in some form of the military in Wakanda.
Okay.
And I did see that it was like, yo, watch it be her.
That would be cool. Okay. That would be cool.
And I was like, that's a thought.
Yeah.
Because now that we've seen the suit, we clearly know it's not a dude.
Yeah, definitely know it's not a.
It's not a dude.
This is definitely those are female curves.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is not a dude.
Yeah. So it's like, but who is it?
Who is it?
Yeah.
Is now the question. Watch it be Angela Bassett, and then just throw a wrench in the whole plan.
That would be a gas moment. Everybody in the movie would be going, no.
The Queen Mother is also the Black Panther.
Black Panther. That would be hilarious. Yeah.
Probably not, but that would be fun. That would be fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
That would be fun.
Oh gosh.
That would be fun. Also, right? I don't know why we had a whole Binge-Con. Not one superhero movie.
We did. That was the other interesting thing to me. Is like with our love for the genre that none of us
picked a superhero movie.
I thought that was so cool. Yeah.
Kudos to us.
Yeah. Nobody
just branching out
and doing something else.
Trying something else. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of superhero movies, Hugh Jackman is back.
Yes.
As the Wolverine one more time.
One more time. Come on.
For Ryan Reynolds. I knew that if anybody
could get him
to do it,
it would be Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds could get him to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they got him to do it.
They got him to do it one more time. I can't wait to see how they explain it. But
you didn't see that trailer?
No. How do they explain it?
It's kind of funny. They don't really explain it.
Oh, they don't?
No, it's just there's a whole bunch of we're going to explain to you how it happens. and then they just start gesturing and saying words, but they're not saying anything.
I did see that trailer, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not just going to, you're just
No,
not going
they're
to tell
just not
us.
going to tell us. They're not going to tell us.
Okay.
But they did explain it. They did explain it because
Okay, I did see that trailer. I was like, I thought you was going to tell me that they do. Yeah, I saw that one.
No,
Yeah.
that was just
I was like,
But I can't wait.
That's going to be definitely a watcher.
Yes.
I can't. Yeah. So I'm glad he got Hugh Jackman to come back and do Wolverine one more time.
Yes.
One more time.
Because again, when you think of Wolverine, and you think live action,
it's got Hugh Jackman.
You think Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
That's who you see.
That's who you see automatically.
I
don't care who else they may talk about or who else they may even think about. Then they better get somebody who looks like Hugh Jackman.
Right. That's the only thing else you could do.
That's the only thing you could do. You got to look at you have to get somebody who looks like
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. Another
That's
actor.
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because that's the only way it's going to work.
That's it.
That is the only way. So but again, going back to the Black Panther thing, I'm excited about it. It's the latest trailer has generated the excitement, and that's kind of like squashed, I think, some of the naysayers, that were previously even talking about boycotting the movie and craziness like that. I'm like, look, y'all, come on, really? If you don't want to go see it, don't go see it. But
don't go see
I guarantee you that somebody's getting your seat.
I don't like people sitting next to me in the movie.
Me neither.
Anyway.
And here's the thing. Trust me when I tell you, the seat you might think that that seat's gonna be vacant. Nah,
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Somebody will buy your seat.
It's not.
It's nah. So
you should have seen me panicking.
What?
Because the app crashed.
Because of who?
The app crashed.
Which app?
I was trying to get a ticket.
Oh, okay. You tried to get tickets?
The app crashed.
You know what?
The tickets were secured, but the app crashed.
Oh, okay. Did you get tickets?
Yeah.
Okay. So when are you guys going? When are you guys going?
I gotta go see it on this Sunday.
Really?
Yeah. I'm gonna see it on Sunday afternoon because I work now.
Yeah, no.
On Saturdays, so I can't go see it on Saturdays.
I haven't decided when we're gonna go see it, but we are. I was even thinking about that this morning. I said, I gotta figure out. I gotta talk to everybody because we're gonna probably gonna go try and see it as a family. Me and my wife and maybe the boys.
Yeah.
Greg and Nazir. We want to get together and go and see it together.
Yeah. It was funny. I was talking to my dad about it, and he was like, "You think Mom would want to go?" And I was like, "Yeah, cool. I'll buy a ticket."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he was like, "Cool." And then I told her, I was like, "Listen, on this day, I'm gonna need you to go to church. We come home, take a nap.
So you won't be rested.
You're gonna need your rest.
Yeah.
Because we're going to the movies, and we're gonna go see Black Panther." She was like, "Okay."
Okay.
I was
Good.
like, "Yeah, cool.
Good.
Great.
Good.
Awesome." Because
Yeah, we are
gotta support.
definitely gotta go. You gotta go.
I mean, the first Black Panther I saw 4 times in theaters.
Really?
Yes.
I saw it one. I did not see it 4 times in the theater, but it wasn't because I didn't want to. I don't know why I didn't go see it more than once in the theater.
Yeah, I saw it 4 times. Like, we saw it the first time. Just to go see it.
I just thought about something. Go ahead, finish.
And then I went with a friend of mine. I have to go. Like, remember the friend I told you I always have to go see Marvel?
Yes.
So then we went to go see it, and then I went and saw it with her. And then another group of friends was like, "Yo, we going to catch Black Panther. You want to go?" And I was like,
"Okay,
what the heck? Why not?" And then my dad was like that he wanted to go see it again for the second time. And he was like, "You want to go?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?"
Okay.
I can see it again.
I can see it again.
But yeah, 4 times in theaters.
I didn't see it 4 times. Like I said, I wish I had. But what I was sitting here thinking about, so what would be really cool, and for theater, those who run theaters and can have the power to do that.
Renting the theater?
No, not renting the theater, but if they do, even if they just do it one showing, where they show them back to back.
Oh, I'm sure that's gonna happen.
You think that's gonna happen?
I'm sure that's gonna happen.
I hope so. Because if they do that, I would love to go and see them.
They've done it before with movies before.
Yes, yeah.
Because they did it with Harry Potter, the last Harry Potter. You could see the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Mm-hmm. There was a theater that was showing, like, you went and they showed the Deathly Hallows Part 1 and then went right into Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Cool.
And then I think they did the same thing for Hunger Games as well.
Okay. See, I didn't. I saw the only. Did I see any of the Hunger Games movies? And I didn't see any of those in the theaters. I saw all of those when they came out on D.
Believe it or not, I saw the
Blu-ray.
very last one in theaters.
Really? See, and definitely not the. Yeah, no, I saw them all on Blu-ray.
Then I was kind of upset because I went with my friend and she had never been to D-Box.
Oh, okay.
So
she didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, she didn't know what the experience was going to be like.
Uh-huh.
And so we were going. She was like, Hunger Games is coming out, and I was like, cool. And I was like, since you've never seen it, and for the most part, the Hunger Games was very like action packed and like exciting.
Yeah.
And there was like a lot of like there was some talking, but it was like still had like action as well.
A lot of action.
So I'm like, cool. It's Hunger Games and the D-Box seats. That's you would think that's a movie worth going to see in the D-Box. It was not.
No,
because the last Hunger Games was mostly talking.
Yeah, they were more.
There wasn't a lot of action in that one, because she was like, "Why were you hyping this up?" And I was like, "No. You have to go see something else. Like you've got to go see something else in the D-Box."
In the D-Box.
I was like, "This was a very bad example for your first D-Box movie."
Are they still doing those?
No, I don't know. I haven't found it.
I haven't seen that.
I kind of miss it though.
Yeah,
that was a fun time.
I never tried it. I never tried it.
Oh,
I never tried it.
You should have.
Yeah,
that was a fun time, man. Because like
I guess a good D-Box movie would have been like the Jurassic Park.
Yes, that was the very first movie we saw in D-Box.
Yeah,
was Jurassic World.
Yeah.
And like we saw Jurassic World in D-Box, we saw an Avengers movie in D-Box.
Yeah, or something like that.
Like those are the movies you have to go see. That was fun. Unlike I went and saw they had like 4D D-Box was a thing in Florida once for a while. We went and saw it was like a Stitch. Like it was a Stitch. It was I don't know if it was like a ride, but it was like you went and you sat. And
I know what. Yeah, we went on that.
That's something I need more of too.
We went on that. People were freaking out. People were in that ride freaking out. Yeah.
Wait, are we talking about the same ride?
The 4D ride with Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People were freaking out?
Yeah.
Why?
I have no idea because I don't know.
Because all that happened was your chairs moved and then he farted and then you smelled it.
Yeah, no, people was like freaking like with the movement of him and like you couldn't see him. And it felt like somebody kept saying they felt like he was moving by their feet or something like that. And it was like, I was like, all right, come on. They were like, some people had to leave.
People are weird. People are the weird.
Yeah. We was like,
that was a fun experience.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was a fun experience. Yep. Now there was another ride at Universal I went on as a child. It's not a good time for me. But then I went back to conquer it. Like when I got older, I was like, yo, I'm gonna conquer this ride.
What ride was it?
I don't know. It was something, it was like an alien ride. And it was like you were sitting in the chair.
Okay.
And then like the alien came down and like it looked like it was like a real life alien in the cage.
Yeah.
And then like the cage broke.
Oh.
Yo, lost it. As a kid. Lost it. Was no good.
Oh man. That's crazy.
I was holding on to my father's arm like he was the only thing between me and whatever that was in that cage coming to get me. But then I went back to conquer it and they changed it to a Lilo and Stitch ride. So
yeah. Because they probably had like a lot of kids that was going
like
in there
me.
freaking out.
There was a lot more kids like me.
Yeah.
So they had to change it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, that's no fun. But funny. Yeah, Stitch is fun. I love him so much. That little blue guy.
Not crazy about that movie.
Really?
No, not at all. Not crazy about it at all. I think I watched it once with the kids when they were small, and we watched it, and I was like,
Not so much the movie, but like Stitch as like Stitch,
just the character.
Yeah, just the character.
No,
I love I love him because it was just like, it was a scene where he was like talking to the alien and they were like exchanging. They was like shooting the dozens. And then the alien was like saying, "You little," and Stitch was like, "Stupid head," and I was like, "Stitch won."
Stupid head.
Stupid head
always
trumps whatever you just said. He called you a stupid head. Stitch won.
Stupid head and duty head. Yeah,
you're just
a big duty head.
You're big duty head. Nope.
Well,
I lost.
It's over.
It's over. Good game. Good game. But yeah, I think it's safe to call it an episode.
Yeah, it's a good episode, man.
It's a good episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to get back on my game and start watching stuff again.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. You work in the television industry? Like, I don't have time to actually watch TV.
You watch television anymore because they're making television.
Yeah, I don't have time to watch TV anymore, man.
Yeah, they're contributing to the machine. You don't have time to watch it.
I don't have time to watch it. Because like I said, last week was a long week because I had to cover for one of the other ladies at the job had COVID. Mm-hmm. So I had to cover for her show.
Wow.
So she does the Tonight Show. Mm-hmm. So the guest band, like whoever's like the musical performance, usually it's like every now and then it's a musical performance. Mm-hmm. Every day last week there was a different musical performance.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So it was.
See anybody interesting?
Yeah. I actually got to meet. You know who Killer Mike is?
Yes.
I actually got to meet him.
Get out. He was one of the guests?
Yeah. He told me he liked my hat.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll show you the hat that's upstairs.
Oh, okay.
I was very proud. Because, I got to meet him. Like, he came up to me. He was like, yo, I really like that hat.
Wow.
And then he dapped me up and walked to his dressing room.
Snap.
So
that's
that was
cool.
just, that was a moment for me.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, I got to meet, also Jack Harlow was there too.
Ah.
So I got to meet him. And DJ Drama was there.
Okay.
And who else was the musical guest? A couple other people. But my job basically is I get there at 8. Mm-hmm. So then I have to wait till the band gets there and then go give them, COVID rules and protocols.
Okay.
Well, no, I don't give them tests.
Oh, okay.
They have to do that before they get there. Yes.
Okay.
But I just go give them rules and protocols, yo, wear your mask here, 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 and here. And then here you don't have to wear a mask. That's kind of
okay.
one of those things. But yeah, but the actual show doesn't start taping until 5-ish. Mm-hmm. So then it's not finished till 6:30. So all week I was doing 8 to 7.
Okay.
It's gonna look real nice on that check though.
Yes, Lord.
It's gonna look real nice on that check. But that was just a lot of time. So again, if I'm working 8 to 7, and then it's an hour ride, so I got to get up at 6 to be out the door by 7, so that I could be to work at 8.
By 8 o'clock, and
then I get home by 8.
And you always got to give yourself extra time because you got to bar barring any that's
delays.
Delays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When do I have the time
to watch television?
Yeah. Only thing I've been able to keep up with, and that's just because for the most part I'm off on Sundays, is Rings of Power, House of the Dragon, Abbott Elementary, and Atlanta.
But it's the good thing. I was just sitting here thinking when you was talking about that. The good thing about it is that you said, okay, so you're keeping up with Rings of Power, House of Dragon. Is that they're both getting ready. The seasons are getting ready to end.
Yes.
So now that's 2 hours you gain back
that I can try
to
catch up on something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, it's fine because we go on. I plan to be all caught up because next week the show's on hiatus, so I have the week off.
Oh, yes. And you know what? And me and my wife, like I said, we've been watching the show since forever, and once upon a time they didn't do that. But now, they go on, they go on hiatuses over the course of the season. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool because it gives them time to do other things and to recharge and to refresh themselves and what have you. And they'll come back fresh and ready to do something, ready to go back to.
Definitely, because I'm amazed at all the work that gets done to go into like a single episode of SNL.
Yeah.
Because even from the standpoint, the writers, yes, but like the stagehands and like the work they do.
Yeah.
Because these are complete sets being built starting Wednesday.
Yep.
For Saturday. Mm-hmm. I'm just blown away.
And then you come in and you look at seeing what you see what they did, and you're like, they just got this Wednesday. And here it is Saturday. They got like a complete set.
And I'm like, bro, it's amazing. It's amazing to see and to just like be a part of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of great.
And then to watch them move all that stuff and see how quickly they move, break down a set and assemble a set, break down a set, assemble a set.
And I'm like, fam, you have to build something that is sturdy enough so that it doesn't tumble on the people while they're performing.
Yeah.
But also, you have to build it so that you could disassemble it
just as quickly as you
assemble it, so you can move it around and get ready for the next scene.
The next thing that you got to assemble. Yeah.
It's amazing stuff. It's amazing stuff.
Wow.
It's amazing stuff.
Yeah,
but
so like you said, people will have no idea what goes on. You see what happens within the space of the 90-minute show. You have no clue as to what it takes.
No clue at all.
Put all.
I had no idea, and I'm blown away.
Yeah.
Every time I see it, I'm just blown away.
Yeah.
But I'm looking so much to that hiatus.
Yeah.
So looking for like Saturday, and I'm so grateful because this Saturday I'm working in the morning. So I get off at 4.
Okay.
And then I don't go back to work until I think like the 23rd.
Oh, of November?
No.
Of October.
Of October.
Okay.
Yeah, my hiatus starts the 15th when I get off work, and I don't go back to work. No, I don't go back to work until the 25th of October.
Wow. Sweet.
Yeah.
You also get paid?
No, unfortunately. No.
Oh, okay. No. That part sucks.
Yeah, that part sucks. But, and then I got another one coming up next month, the week of Thanksgiving. I'm off.
Yeah, and and they get, back in the day, they didn't do holidays or anything. They were working around the clock almost, man. They was like, or no, they only got like the main like Christmas,
right,
and Thanksgiving. You run a different show then, but all before it was like new shows every week for the whole up until the summer, and then they break for the summer. I was like, wow. And now they get hiatuses, which is cool because I mean that's a lot of work, and I guess that affords them time to look at other stuff that they might be doing or wanting to do. So it works out.
It definitely does. But
but good episode, sir.
Good episode.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, we admonish you as always to share it. To share it with somebody, because again, we're still trying. We're still working towards that goal.
We are growing.
Yeah, we are growing, and we thank y'all. Thank y'all for being a part of this experience. But again, keep sharing it out there. Let people know we're here. And we're better than everybody else.
Yes.
We are better than everybody else.
Yes, we are.
So when they ask you what the content is, it's like tell them, there's
the best content you've ever heard in your entire life.
Yeah. Once you watch, you won't go back.
You won't go back. It's like going black.
Yeah. You took the words right out of my mouth. It's like, you know what they say.
You know what they say. Once you go black,
you don't go back.
You don't go back. So, come rock with us.
Come here. Come on. Come rock with us, y'all.
Come rock with us. But yeah, until the next one, we out.
We out. Take care.